you downloaded this to install the program. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you don't need it anymore. I'm like, okay. He's like, delete it.
Yeah.
I was like,
no fucking shit.
Delete this thing?
Just get rid of it. You don't need it.
But I said, but
you're a computer hoarder. You're a file hoarder, dude. Yes, you are.
It's a hard drive.
No, it's not.
It looks like a hard drive.
I was scared. I was scared to delete them at first.
Like,
I was
it's just a mounted thing.
If I delete this, am I going to delete the program?
Yeah. Why would I delete the hard drive?
I work in support.
I deal with this.
You're too indoctrinated in the PC land. You're too indoctrinated.
It should look like the box, like a package.
It should look totally like a box. It should not look like a metal installed hard drive.
I agree.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't need to.
Hello, Internet. This is the Covanos Podcast, and I have 3 sleepy friends with me right now.
It's
so much burrito.
It's totally food coma.
You guys are in a complete food coma.
Yeah, this is fucking burrito.
This is why I just went with the quesadilla.
Burrito's so much better.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that.
Salsa.
But now, I'm the only person who doesn't want to take a nap right now. I kind of want to take a shit, but not a nap.
We were talking about that. I was so excited. I can't wait to go home and take a shit and then take a nap, dude. The best feeling in the world.
It is. Taking a dump and then maybe a shower and a nap.
Well, yeah, you can't do shower then dump. Like,
Yeah,
might
you
start
can't.
your day over.
You can. You can do that. It's wrong, but you can do that. I know one person that's done that, and I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he's like, "I want to sit down with a clean ass." And I'm like, "Don't you want to get up with a clean ass?
Yeah,
that's what you want." Who
backwards
the fuck?
as fuck.
It is backwards.
I got wet wipes, but it's not as good as a shower.
No, you want that cascading water action.
I need to take a shower.
Too much of a visual.
Taking a shower just like clears my mental slate for doing anything. It's like, fuck, I got to do homework.
Remember that Chad's is wax too when you're with your visual. Get that in there. You have to have it accurate.
Well, actually, that makes the picture way nicer. Actually,
but it doesn't mean around it's waxed.
No, it is. It's all down in the valley.
No, but so the outer butt cheeks are waxed too, like the glutes. You getting the glutes waxed?
They're epilated.
Do you just stop at the kneecap? Like, where do you draw the line?
No, like the
What are you done, dude?
The hair thins out like mid thigh.
Is it a fade? Do you have like a barber do a fade?
A fade? Yeah. No, he's got like the cool stripes that black people get on the side of their head.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you get graphics in your leg fade.
So he's got a Nike check.
Yeah, I got the swoosh. You know. Actually, when you look at my butthole, it's the luck of the Irish. It's a little 4-leaf clover around it. So it's
pretty gnarly.
Those are called hemorrhoids, bro.
From sit down, yeah. No.
That's why you get the comfy chair.
Thanks.
You get the donut.
The donut?
The donut you got to sit on when you
Think about those. You know somebody has to blow those up?
No, it's just called a donut.
No.
The hemorrhoids?
No, like the donut's inflatable.
Oh, I thought it was just like a pillow, like a circular pillow, like those airplane ones.
Most of them are inflatable.
Oh.
That way you can flat pack them and take them in.
Don't you blow them up yourself?
You can, but most people actually get them already blown up and then they adjust the air as they need.
Oh.
Because think about it. If you're like in your 70s, you don't want to be huffing and puffing in this butt pillow. You know, you pay some 17, 18-year-old to do that.
As you 2 breaths to blow up the whole pillow. It's not.
Hey, when you're old, that's a lot. Every breath is precious.
So how many butt pillows you blown up?
None.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're like 80, so I figured there's at least 4.
No, I don't have a butt pillow, but I knew a guy that did that. Is why I mentioned that.
Oh, that sucks.
He blew him up.
That was his job. 10 hours a week. He had to come in every week for 10 hours total, and he would rinse off rented wheelchairs where people had like returned them, whether they'd passed away or just didn't use them anymore. It's every possible bodily fluid. He had to rinse it off. And he also dealt with the penis pump because this was pre-Viagra.
Who's renting a penis pump?
You would be surprised. That list was like 6 months long.
To rent?
I feel like that penis pump would hurt so bad.
Wait. I'm just saying, like, if I needed a penis pump so bad that when I went to go rent one, there was a 6-month waiting list.
And you put yourself on there?
I would just go buy one.
Yeah.
Like, if I need a penis pump, it's an emergency.
Back then, I mean, that's the thing. Like, back then, that whole thing, it was this huge apparatus. It was not like
apparatus.
The only experience I have from a penis pump is from Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
no, it's not. It's not this thing.
One.
No, it's like that's part of it, and then there's like an actual like air compressor next to it, and yeah, you've got to like wait a little bit, and then oh hey, look, there's blood in there. It's hard. Let's go do this. Turn it off and use it while you got it.
But why are you renting it? It doesn't seem like it's not a. It's like.
Do you have to like wax and shave your balls? Because I feel like you're not going to get like you're not going to get like a seal. You know, there's too much pube hair to get like a tight
it's like
seal.
fluted. It goes over the whole area, so it gets everything. But it's like
up to my neck
too?
Like I get into it up to my neck because that's the only. There's hair like pretty much everywhere.
No, it's like it literally covers like a large part of the base. At the base of the shaft, and then like what it does is it narrows, and that's where most of the vacuum forms, and as a result, blood gets drawn into it. It doesn't have to be a perfect vacuum; it's just got to be enough to get blood in there.
Are your balls in it?
No.
Well,
mine never were. So. I never used it, but I've seen it. So
you're still on the waiting list, is what you're saying?
Yes. I went ahead and got on the list so that when it came time, I would be covered. You know.
Yeah.
It'd be all right.
It's gonna be a sad day when my dick, when I want to fuck, but my dick doesn't get hard.
Oh God, just kill me now. Thinking about not you, but me.
There's drugs for that now, so that won't ever happen.
Yeah, they can totally give you drugs for it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, fucking.
Steven's like, man, I still got 30 years.
Can we just change the conversation?
I just think, like, how will I know? Because what if
Back to Chad's waterfall?
What if I won't?
I like how you have a name for it now. Great.
What if, like, my dick's not working because I'm too old?
I thought we were going to talk about
dick. But I don't realize it, so I just keep watching like more and more fucked up porn, like trying to like push like the limit, like trying to get stimulated. I'm like shit, fucking.
Does it do anything for you? No, not
medieval orgy sex isn't working. Like, what can I fucking like?
Well, if that's not working, what do you go to?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm scared.
See, now
I'm already at my limit.
Here's a good segue. I'm waiting for that part of Westworld to come up.
I haven't seen it yet. So.
Oh man,
so
you got to start watching it.
No spoilers.
You're watching it now, right?
Oh yeah, I've watched it since right from the get go,
and it's fucking captivating.
I got problems, man.
Go on.
No, don't go on.
Well, this doesn't give anything away about the show, but there's the physics with the bullets bothers me. The bullets don't make any fucking sense.
Now that's all I'm going to see.
Right.
The bullets are not going to make any sense.
Well, you would have seen it anyway, and it's not 100% relevant to the whole storyline. So.
No, they're just ignoring this.
Enough for you guys to talk about it.
That's what bothers me.
Yeah. Real life things,
like small, easy details where they could easily make it correct.
Like, I don't know how they would make this correct. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't fathom a way. I mean, just. Do something. Tell me it's the future and there's the transmogrifier that makes this happen. That's fine. Just give me something so I could check this shit off the list because you can't have bullets in a gun and then I point them at you and they kill you and then I point them at you and shoot you, but they bounce off your chest. That doesn't make any sense. And that's a problem. And I get it maybe back in whenever this original movie was done, or this story, like 80s. 20 or 30, I don't know when it was, maybe 30 years ago, maybe people weren't like hip to attacking movies.
Physics?
Yeah, to physics. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh yeah, the future. Don't worry, they'll figure that out.
But now that we're in the future, we're like, that's bullshit. Doesn't happen.
Like,
in the future.
nah, lasers don't work that way. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah. I was waiting for it to.
You have HBO? Do you have HBO?
No, I just stream it from somewhere online.
Oh, I was telling you should just come over and just watch. There's only like 3 episodes out. Just come over and watch it
when I can find some time. Yeah,
all weapons and
never
equipment.
Wants to hang out with me.
All weapons and equipment used within Delos Parks are the exclusive property of Delos Incorporated. Gun ammunition contains proprietary safeguards related to bullet velocity, and tampering with gun safety features or ammunition automatically transfers liability to you and absolves Delos Incorporated of any injury or death that may occur as a result. So there's something involved with the
jets
books.
in
We
there.
don't
Look,
to slow
We
it down.
don't know.
all I know is the person directing this shit is J.J. Abrams, and if you saw Lost, lots of shit's going to be not explained.
Oh, just like he says something and they're like, we're never going to touch on that ever again.
Yep.
All right.
But doesn't take away from the show.
Good show.
The show is still really good.
Okay.
They're called simunitions. The U.S. military trains with rounds.
I don't want to have to go on Wikipedia to figure out how the show works. Like, just I want the show to encapsulate the show. That's it. That's all I care about.
It just hasn't
Just
got to the
accept it.
part.
I
that it
have.
hasn't
I'm just
explained
saying
yet.
I've accepted it, and I have post traumatic stress about it now, and it's like bothering me subconsciously.
It's just not. We haven't got to that point yet.
Can we talk about Black Mirror?
I haven't seen the new ones yet.
I haven't
I've seen
seen
a couple episodes of the new ones.
Of the new ones of season 3?
Yeah.
So did you watch all season 1
And 2.
and 2?
I didn't see the Christmas special. Like
That one's good.
White Christmas or whatever it is.
It's
I
like
haven't seen that one.
the best one on the whole thing. That's got your boy Donald Draper on it.
Because that was before it was on Netflix. I watched it on something else.
The dark web.
Yeah. Basically.
I clicked on the post next to the cocaine for sale, and that's where I watched the show on the dark web.
What do you want to bring up about Black Mirror?
Real disappointed with this season.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just real disappointed with it because I thought that the earlier stuff was, I don't know. I just felt like they were better fleshed out, like ideas and concepts. Where
It's a whole new production company, right? Because they were British before, but now they're Netflix originals.
oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah.
That might be it.
Because they still sort of have like. You haven't seen it, but I wish you had seen it because I would like to just talk trash about some of the stuff. Cause
Nope, don't talk. I'm going to watch it because I like the other.
Yeah.
I like and loathe the other ones. There's some things, like episode 1 of season 1, I never want to see the episode ever again.
Which
in my
one's
entire
that?
that's the
life.
pig fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
That's why.
disturbing.
That's why it's good though, because
Yeah.
it grabs you.
It's good,
It
but I
makes-
don't ever want to watch it again.
Yeah.
It's
okay,
kind of
yeah.
like the movie. Have you ever seen Requiem for a Dream?
I know about it.
Have you seen that? It's
Oh, yeah.
Jared Leto.
I saw it.
The movie was great, but I never ever want to see that movie
Because it's
ever
so
again.
disturbing.
It's
Yeah, but
so
the problem is that the Requiem for a Dream. I saw it way later, and I didn't see it when it first came out.
I didn't either.
But it just has so many inaccuracies in it about heroin specifically. I mean, every time they hit heroin up, they show the people's eyes fucking dilating, which
Yeah.
is the opposite of what happens when you do heroin. Your eyes go like into these big, you look like a Chinese anime character. Right? Your eyes, they just open wide up. I don't know. It's just so when you start getting like just the obvious shit like wrong, I'm like, eh. But it's still a good movie.
Oh, no, I think I'm with you on that first episode of Black Mirror, but that's what kept me watching. And I was like, wow, if the first episode is this fucked up, what's the rest of it like?
Yeah, watching
like-
Black Mirror, you end the episode usually, at least the first 2 seasons. I would end the episode thinking, "Oh, that was good," but I feel really
Uneasy.
terrible.
Yeah.
I feel something's
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a great show, is because it's a modern day Twilight Zone.
Yes.
Where it just leaves you with like this kind of like, oh, that's not
See,
totally
that
unfeasible.
bothers me because now when I didn't really get the Twilight thing. Other than the reference of like, cool, we have a bunch of short stories to kind of
It's like an anthology or
express
whatever.
some
Ideas.
philosophy.
Yeah.
Right? The philosophical like implications
What ifs.
of these technologies.
Yeah.
And we're going to just do a little short story to kind of play it out. And I'll give you an example, like the one where they can just record all of their memories, everything.
Grain.
And they go back and they
Yeah.
can argue, with their
Replaying.
spouse and all this stuff. That in that story, I felt that the characters more or less behaved as I would expect people to behave. Because if I knew I had that power and somebody was going to try to tell me some shit happened, I'd be like, oh,
Nope.
hell no, bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking let's look at this. And the idea that you would share your favorite porn stories with your buddies, whatever, because you can toss it up like on the TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Share the cringe moments, like that all seems realistic. But in the new episode, I'm like, the writing to me is really bad. It's just really bad.
You know what
It's
it might
not-
be is
does-
like you have those, like, when you first like a show and then the expectations are so high It's like the sophomore album. It can never top the first one. So no matter how good it is, it's never going to be up there again. Maybe like the expectations are too high. I don't know.
I just don't think that they're not really fleshing out the ideas. To me, it's turned into every episode is going to scare you or be a horror thing.
Oh,
like you're going to be like,
that's
like
just,
they've devolved
the
from
guys
actually exploring the ideas to just going after the jump scare.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
They're just
That's
going
how
after the
they
jump
were
scare.
in the first ones. It was more about the idea and less about the actually scare.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one where with the grain. It's not about scaring
It's not
you.
scary
It's
at
about
all.
showing you the drama that ensues between a loving couple that is going to have to experience the same fallacies of being a human, but now it's all recorded. And what do you do when somebody can throw the recording in your face? It's like it's more
morality and like it's deeper.
A lot of people cheat on each other. That's the fucking reality.
Yeah,
of this
and you can
world.
relate to it, or you know somebody who've done that. Like you've been the person who's been outside that couple and seen them fighting, and like, oh fuck, you know what's going on. So they're relatable.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you could, in at least our current state, and we can see it slipping away. We have the ability, and have had more of an ability to kind of gloss over and cover up our mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, when we could say something.
It's getting less and less.
That's what I'm saying. It's less and less, and the grain takes you to the extreme.
Yeah.
Like nothing is erasable.
Nope.
Literally everything you say, you know, and we're getting that, right? We see the cameras coming around. Your tweets are captivated forever. Even if you tweet somebody takes a screen cap of it. So even if you delete it, it's fucking still like saved on the internet for
lives.
fucking ever.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you could, I'm not arguing for or against this in any way. I'm just saying that somebody in a couple could cheat on their spouse, and it could be a one night stand thing. Mm-hmm. Didn't affect how much they love the person they're still with.
Yeah.
They just, you know, got a little weak in the moment and fucking decided to go for a little thrill. And then now it's over. Like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Right. I still love my partner, whatever. I'm still going to treat them exactly the same. And then they can go back to that relationship and theoretically continue that on like forever. And as long, you know, you never crush the other person with the knowledge of that having transpired. Mm-hmm. But this thing shows that like this guy can become obsessed, and he knows the information is there, so he can go digging for it and look for it and then find it and then be faced with the horrible reality that ultimately he didn't really want to be aware of to begin with.
Yeah.
Because in the end, he still misses his wife. He still misses his kid. And it's almost like if he had never seen that shit, he could have had like a regular life with his wife and kid if he had never like poisoned his own brain. I'm not saying it's fair or not. I'm just saying it shows that idea fleshed out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to talk about the episode. I don't think he had that to begin with, because like when they're fucking, they're not in the moment. They're playing when they first got back together. They're not a couple anymore at that point. So I think this whole relationship was fucked afterwards. Like he was living a lie, but he's going to be better for knowing the truth now, because he was in a stagnant relationship. Like I think the reason he found it is because he wanted to find it. If he wanted to be oblivious, he could have just turned it off and not done anything. He wanted to find the truth.
That's fine, and that's what's great about the show, right? Is we could argue all these points because they're fleshed out ideas.
And
the way they made people behave seemed very realistic and fairly genuine. Mm-hmm. You know, he sees like his, you know, that guy like keeps talking to his wife, you know, and they're always like kind of off in the corner. They're not.
You can zoom in and turn up the volume.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get to that.
Yeah. Wait till augmented reality and everyone wears
you guys
glasses.
watch, you know, when you ever get around to watching the third season.
Soon.
We'll let you know when we're all done. We should
Yeah.
talk about it.
Soon.
I fucking like it.
Next time
we can go
around.
by you know the episodes point by point, because I binged all of them.
Yeah.
While everybody else was doing
I haven't had
Halloween,
time.
everybody was doing Halloween shit last night. I was like at home getting high watching fucking Black Mirror. I was even taking notes. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
Points to talk about. Okay, here's something. You still binge shows? Do you ever try to, because with the amount of content that's available, like I'm binging Friends right now and it's just background noise. I miss half the shit. So
I would too.
Well, I stopped. I didn't watch it on purpose because I thought it was stupid. Now that I'm watching, I'm like, oh, okay, I get why
Friends is
people like
funny.
this. Yeah, it's funny. It's not deep at all, but like it's got its points. But because content's available, does that make it worse because there's so much that you can just power through a season? Like it's not even like everything's so digestible now, or do you try to or do you want to space it out to kind of give you that time to absorb it?
I let the world be my filter.
Uh huh.
So basically, I don't go looking for anything. I'm more listening for what people are telling me. You know,
Okay,
like
so
my
people
friends.
watch. Oh, you should check this out. You should check this out.
People told me to watch Breaking Bad for several years,
Yeah.
and then when it was all on Netflix, I binged it all. And at the end of it, I was just like, it's okay. I'm glad I did not. I'm really glad that I did not try to follow that show episode for episode, torture myself from week to week, from off season to on season. Like that would have
Kind of makes it fun.
Yeah, that's half.
Like with
that's
Game
half
of Thrones,
it. Yeah,
it makes it fun.
The talking about it, like, oh, I think this. It lets you connect with people, and you get to flesh out your own theories and ideas, and like, I don't know. I feel like not
you get
having
to enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
It's not just getting to the destination.
Yeah,
You're
it's
enjoying
the journey on the
process.
way. Yeah.
I think that you lose some of the ride.
Really?
Yeah, because you're not going to remember like
Week to week, I remember.
Yeah. If anything, you remember it more
week
because
to
you get
week, season to season. You're not going to.
Yeah, you stew
Man,
on
you know,
it
you
for
guys
a
are
week.
smarter than me because by the if I watch a show, even like Game of Thrones, sometimes some character will come back and be like, "Fuck, who was that person?"
Well, that's Game of Thrones. You have to take notes when you
Well,
watch
that's
that
what I'm.
show.
But I'm using that as the extreme example. And you know, Jackie's read the books 400 times, watched the show, blah blah blah. Ask her, and then she'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's Sir fucking John Below. He's the third, you know, marriage wing person." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, fuck that guy." You know, like that's right. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
I like binging the stuff. I honestly, I hate watching TV. I just don't like watching TV.
I don't watch TV hardly at all.
But
I watch football.
I didn't go to
and
sleep.
I watched a couple shows.
I didn't go to sleep till what I say, like around 4:30 in the morning, and I literally sat in bed, plugged into my phone, and I watched 3 hours of fucking early colonial American history. Just a documentary that was 3 hours long. I'm like, just watch that because I feel like when I'm watching that, I'm like, I don't know if this will ever serve me any purpose, but I know this shit happened. You know, like this is legit shit that happened, and I will now I know. You know, it helps me piece like the modern world together.
Yeah, I like history
because
stuff.
I was not paying attention to American history in high school.
Nope.
I was basically fucking asleep, and then when as I'm watching this shit, I'm like, holy fuck, oh shit. Like, oh goddamn! You know, like one of the things that was cool is they described the. I don't know, it depends if you're interested in it, but they show like the Spaniards, they came in, and why the other countries didn't really like hang on to the territories because it was all like government king sponsored, so that people were just going there, just go rape that land, right? And then where the English people were like, hey, the government has given you the ability to go make shit happen on this land, right? And so if you go over there, we'll let you do business and make money. And they were like, oh, cool. Well, now we have something to do with all these horrible fucking poor people that have been clogging our streets. Hey, fuckface, if you guarantee to be my slave for 5 years, I'll put your ass on this boat and you can go work your ass off for me on my cash crop. I'm going to go grow tobacco and rice. And at the end of 5 years, we'll give you your own little piece of shit land. It won't be near the beach. It'll probably be an Indian-infested forest, but, it'll be yours. And then they did that for a while, and then all those indentured servants that got their shitty land got all pissed off and started a riot, and they were like, oh, well, fuck. We can't do this anymore. You know what we need? Permanent slaves. Yeah, that's the answer. We're never going to fucking give them their land, and we're going to have them fucking work down there. And that's like basically all the South. And then you have the middle part, which is like the staple crops, with a different sect of people where they were just trying to... they're making money off of feeding and supplying the people that are making the cash crops. And then you have all the psycho-religious Protestants and people that took the very north. And those were the only people who were like, everybody has to do their fair share. Everybody has to go get firewood. Everybody has to go do this, And so you have these 3 totally different mindsets. But to me, that's more interesting, revisiting those topics than watching
Breaking Bad
or Friends or South Park. Like, I love South Park. They're great shows. When I blew out my disc, I watched like the first 16 seasons.
Have you guys been watching the new season?
Yeah, I watched it.
There yet.
I didn't watch this week's, but I've been watching the rest. It's pretty funny.
Is it still on par with the older episodes? Because I haven't seen South Park in years.
They've been doing season long stories now.
Okay.
Like last season, was
Long
the
story
first one.
arch.
Yeah,
Which makes sense because if you can watch an entire season in a day, then you can't do 30-minute bits or hour bits. You need to do an 8-hour show, an 8-hour movie is what you need to do now to keep people's attention.
See, going back to the Black Mirror thing and being able to go back and search your memories and all that stuff, I've been watching all the original Star Wars, the 4, 5, and 6 episodes, the redone ones when they re-released them in the 90s, because of the Mandela effect, how everybody collectively remembers one thing. Like, did you know C-3PO had a silver leg?
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
I thought isn't he all gold?
No. He was always all jacked up.
And like in the new one, in The Force Awakens, they gave him a red arm as a piss take on the Mandela effect.
What?
Yeah. But the thing is
Fuck you. That's not true. You guys are lying to me.
No. He's totally
My whole world's collapsing.
It's kind of hard.
How have I never noticed that?
Nothing's real.
Yeah, whenever there's like action figure or a toy, he's always all gold. Most of the time.
Oh, keep
Well, no,
talking.
no, see,
I'm gonna
that's
look
just it.
this up.
They're saying he's always been silver. And I'm like, no, I don't believe it. So I've gone back and I've looked, and I don't think so. I think he was gold for part of it. There are scenes where it just doesn't look
silver
right.
leg. It's really
But
his
just his
gold
leg,
and-
just like from his knee down.
Yeah.
Okay.
His right leg.
His gold and his silver really aren't that far apart in color. So
There
depending on
are
the
in certain
lighting-
scenes, especially in A New Hope.
Yeah, depending on the lighting, it's harder to see. But
Huh. Well, why?
but
Well, why?
they
Why would
even
you
kind
just...
of they even touched on that one back in the prequels when he's building him. He's like all like
Spare parts and
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, they've done this on purpose because of the way they do it. Like, and another one, Vader never says, "Luke, I am your father." He says, "No, I am your father."
Oh,
And
okay.
everybody
Everyone always
does
gets it
Luke.
wrong.
Yeah. So, and there are tons of things like this out there. And that's, that's something you could do all day long, going back and watching stuff. But I'm kind of with Jeff on this. I don't like watching TV. I watch how it's made.
How it's
I
made
like
is
that.
awesome. If it's about something that like
I don't
I've
like
seen
watching
enough.
him build the cars. It's boring.
No, I
on
don't
the
like watching the how to make popsicles or gumballs.
Oh, I like
where
that.
they show the
I think that's
factory.
really interesting.
Well, popsicles are interesting because I didn't know that there was a certain amount of gelatin that had to go in the recipe. So, yeah. I mean, kind of curious now. But the thing is like, yeah, there are some things you don't want to see.
Once I got the idea, I was like, okay, I got it. It's just literally somebody sat down with a pen and a paper and went like, popsicle sticks, step 1. Like step 2, dip popsicle sticks in ice cream. Shit, where did we get the ice cream? Okay, back a step. Okay, step 1, make the ice cream. In that, somebody had to figure out how to make all these machines to get from the next step to the next step.
Step 1A, make ice cream. Step 1B, make popsicle sticks at the same time as ice cream so you don't have to store the ice cream for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Step 2, put popsicle sticks in ice creams with molds.
I did see a bunch of those when I was a kid, though.
My favorite episode's the Plumbus one. No?
The Plumbus?
Plumbus?
Oh, you guys aren't Rick and Morty fans. Fuck. Okay. There's a throwback where there's this fake thing called a Plumbus that exists in all the universes, and they're watching TV, which is like a multiple universe TV. So random shit happens. There's a guy who sells furniture, and he has ants in his eyes, and that's the commercial for that TV show that they're on for a second. And there's one of them where they're flipping through the channels, and it's how it's made, and it's a Plumbus, and it's just the Schmlurb rubs his thing on the pleam, and they recycle the plurfluff for later. It's just stupid. It's funny.
I haven't seen that.
Never mind. Never mind.
So lost. This sounds like a cartoon.
You have to see the show. You have to see the show.
Sounds like
Whatever. You have to. Rick and Morty's fucking awesome. That's a great show.
Well, this is how people are consuming stuff like this now. It's all streamable. There's a little bit on TV here and there, like the network stuff or cable or what have you. But for the most part, you're going to download it. You're going to stream it.
I don't
That's
know
how it
what's
happens.
going on TV. Like when for example, if I travel to somebody's house, like for Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, inevitably there will be that point where you've all been at the house, you've all talked for a while, and now it's time to transition to the living room and watch a football game or something, right?
The parade.
Yeah.
Everybody
or
ends up
something.
revolving around the TV, the last 10 people that are there, maybe, people who are staying the night. And when I see when somebody they pick up the controller and I don't know, it's like agoraphobia or something. I look at the controller pops up and it's just like, oh my God, look at all those horribly arranged, like fucked up color design buttons. Like the controller's a nightmare to begin with.
And you only use like 5 buttons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have all
Never
this
use the rest
shit
of
and
it.
then there's the 4 that you actually use that are wiped off.
Yeah.
You don't even have.
Worn out.
It doesn't say off anymore. It just says,
Yeah.
you know, like that part's gone. And then they do something even worse. They go search, and then the TV turns into like a Las Vegas casino slot machine thing where stuff's like tickering up in all these different directions. You can't see any of the sentences. It's just like the man da 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 da. You know, like comedy da 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 da. You don't know what's going on. It looks like a horrible game of tic tac toe, and I just like want to put my hands over my ears and my eyes and like run out of the room. Like, this. I don't know why I can't consume shit like this. I don't want to surf for anything like this. It's all bad.
Now with this, I've got a Logitech Harmony remote, which is they make the one that's like all the gajillion buttons, but I got the one that's literally got like 12 buttons on it and a number pad, and you can program them all, and they do everything. But now they have the Amazon Echo that integrates with it, so now I can just walk around and talk to my shit. I'm still waiting to do that.
Everybody that came up with like the DVR or the VCR, the Blu-ray player, the TV, every fuck that had their device was like, you know what? Our controller, that's the one that's going to control everything. And so you get the DVR and it's got 10,000 buttons on it. And you get the TV, it's got 10,000 buttons on it. And you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, just give me... If it's a DVD player, it should be like pause, play, the menu button. It should have like
and
4...
rewind, fast forward.
Yeah, on and off. It should have like 5 buttons on it. Yeah. That's it. Get the fuck out of here with your other shit. You're not controlling...
You have to eject the DVD anyway. You got to go up there.
Well, either which way, DVD, know your place, Blu-ray player.
Back in the 1990s,
you're not controlling my TV, okay? I don't know who you think you are, what school you graduated from. Your shit is down there in that shitty entertainment center below the TV.
You do
below.
One thing.
That's where your rank is, at the bottom. You're near the floor. There's dust collecting up behind you. I don't even look at that. I don't even know about that. Maybe someday when I move, I'll notice how dirty and disgusting you are, and I'll probably throw you away. And your shitty fucking remote.
You okay, man? All right, you really went off on that. Holy shit, dude.
I'm just saying, like, years and years. I don't have any of that anymore. You know what I have now? I have a TV that just floats on my wall.
Yeah.
And I have a Chromecast.
And that's it. That's all you need.
Everything from my fucking from my computer goes on
Chromecast.
It's not my favorite.
It's annoying.
It's
Apple TV is way better.
Probably. I don't have an Apple TV.
I have
but
both.
But the Apple TV doesn't cost $19.99.
Plex is like an interface. It's what they call a 10-foot tall interface. That was
really 10 feet tall.
No, not really. I wish it was though.
The Plex player thing, like the software.
Yeah, like Plex is basically like an overlay for your OS that does all the TV functions.
And it works with Chrome too, doesn't it?
Yeah, you could get it to work with a lot of different things, but it is fantastic as far as navigating around and doing stuff with the Chromecast. The main problem with the Chromecast is getting it to do what you want it to do. It's like first you have to connect to it. You have to call up the app or you have to bring up the program. Then you have to connect to it. Then you go in there and you have to decide what you want to play. Then you have to bring up a player. Then you got to play it. And
my shit is like, okay, hassle. I've just downloaded The Walking Dead. So I got to go into the bedroom, turn the TV on, then go back out to the computer, open up Chrome, open up the Chrome player, and then hit, add file. And now I got to search through my horrible fucking Windows search thing. I don't know what Windows 10, the file management, like organizational shit on Windows 10, I find to be atrocious.
They want to hide it so you don't use it. They want to obscure
what
how
the
files
fuck is going on.
more.
Okay, you know how like when you're looking at, what do they call it? It's not Explorer anymore. What do they call
File
it?
Explorer. Or you're talking about Edge.
Edge. Is that the built-in, the Windows thing where I go to find my files?
No, that's File Explorer.
File Explorer. My File Explorer has like fucking 7,000 things in that list panel on the left. You know, where like...
You can change it.
Yeah, you can just turn it off.
God damn, why every time something like, why is it cluster fucked to begin with? Why does it have 20,000 things in there? Like, I don't get that.
Because they want to push you to doing things a different way. They think the advertising idea behind it is they've implemented this to fit the way you live your life. For example, it used to just be My Documents or Documents. Then it was My Documents because now I have multiple users using the computer. The whole family's using it. Oh, wait, but they're not just doing documents. They're doing My Pictures and My Videos and My Music and this, that, and the other. So they put all this shit there so you can quickly get to it so you don't have to go /users/ whatever fucked up username you have.
This is basically, this is what has happened on my computer. Everything starts in My Downloads. Everything goes there, everything starts there, and then every branch is now categorized. So when I go into My Downloads, inside there is pictures, movies, podcast, blah, blah, blah. It's all in My Downloads. Mm-hmm. That's fucking retarded. Why is it all in My Down? And then I have like 77 tree branch sides on the left that go to like My Pictures. Guess what? There's no fucking pictures in there because they're in My Downloads. Because when I download something, that's where my pictures go. They don't go into my picture file.
You can link them from the left.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Just give me like the start thing.
No chill.
No.
I'm not touching this.
No.
I'm not getting on this.
If I open up files and pictures in Adobe and I'm doing it on Photoshop, well, then it's going to end up in some sort of obscure fucking folder in the Adobe /Photoshop /projects /whatever, and then there's like 72 fucking files related to that one thing. And then if I want a picture in Premiere Pro, it's fucking
That's why you
Windows
have them
C.
saved to one folder.
You're just shitty at organizing your computer, dude. That's all it sounds like.
No, in my downloads folder,
Sit down.
it's impeccable. My
need
downloads
a
folder is
NAS.
impeccable.
You need a network attached storage. You need something central that you can go to and have
Yeah,
it
it's
set
called
away.
Google Docs. Like that's
But then you still have to have internet connectivity. If the internet goes down, which Cox does from time to time, what are you going to do?
use my cell phone.
Yeah.
My cell phone. That's
You're
how I
gonna
do. No, I literally just open the file on my cell phone or my iPad.
Then why don't you just do that anyway?
Because it's slow to upload everything to fucking Google Docs. All right, whatever. Apparently, I offended everybody in the movie or in this room.
In the movie. I don't use a Mac, so or a PC, so I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
But that's the thing. He works with graphics all the time. He would organize things.
I have to be organized as I work, or else it becomes impossible to work.
No, I understand. Like,
Yeah.
you think stitching together 17 fucking videos that like all together for 3D, that takes. You got to get it off all the cameras. They've all got to be titled like individually, so that once I've got all the shit off the cameras into the I literally end up just starting on my desktop and it just go wedding video, and I have to make all the folders myself. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, camera 4. Get everything all fucking in there and labeled and clean. Mm-hmm. I don't know where if it disappears on the Mac. I'm even more confused with fucking going on the Mac. The Mac literally.
Mac is more confusing.
Oh, it's not.
All I do is just search for shit. I don't know where any of the fucking files are on my Mac
because you're like you don't know where you put it. Like
no,
how
everything that downloads on the Mac goes in like this one folder first.
Yeah,
and now that folder just has 100,000 things in it.
Here's the funny thing: you just said everything goes into My Downloads on a PC, and you liked it, but on the Mac you don't like it.
But I don't have the
That's
option of
difference.
telling it where to download. Where on PC I do.
Yeah, you do. You change the code. All you have to do is change the
I
script.
can't do it per one thing like I can on PC.
No, the Mac makes
I don't
it.
have a problem with it.
Honestly, the Mac makes it so I don't fucking need to know.
Yeah,
I honestly don't need
it
to know.
takes
Like
it takes all your guesswork bullshit out.
Yeah, when you want to install something, it's like,
Installing is way
let me
better on
download this thing, and it goes, here's the file. Would you like to install it? Yes, I would. Magic, it's working.
I know.
And I'm just like, whoa.
That's fucking
Where is
awesome.
that stored on the hard drive? You don't need to know. You're right, computer.
Why do
I
you
don't need to know.
You're right. Because what are you going to do? You're just going to move it around,
Yeah.
and be pissed at yourself in the future.
I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end up having my desktop covered in like all these drives that I don't understand
Yeah.
what's going on.
Well,
It's
you-
got
that's
all
why-
these metal-looking
That's
drives
why
on
when
my.
you're done with it, you just close it. Like you can't take the half second and be like, okay, I'm done.
No,
Put it away.
Literally, Josh came over and he's like, "You downloaded this to install the program." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You don't need it anymore." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Delete it."
Yeah.
I was like,
No
delete
fucking
it?
shit.
Delete this thing.
Just get rid of it. You
But
don't
it's
need it.
but I said but
You're
it's
a computer hoarder. You're a
but
file hoarder, dude. Yes, you are.
It's a hard drive.
No, it's not.
It looks like a hard drive.
It looks
I was
like
scared. I was scared to delete this.
Yeah,
at first. I
it's
was
just
like,
a mounted
No,
thing.
it
if
says
I delete this, am I going to delete the program?
Yeah. Why? Why would I delete the hard drive?
It's not.
Makes
I
no
deal with
sense.
this
You're too
every
indoctrinated in the
day.
PC land. You're too
No.
indoctrinated.
It should look like
into
the
it.
box, like a package.
It should look totally like a box. It should not look like a metal installed hard drive.
I agree.
No, it
Fuck
doesn't.
that.
It doesn't
Yeah.
need to.
When I install Adobe, it shouldn't be like, look, Adobe now has its own hard drive. It does?
Yeah.
Adobe has its own hard drive? Like,
It's not that hard.
do I have more storage now?
Pay attention for 2 seconds.
How
to
much
what you're
storage
doing.
did Adobe come with? Like, I should buy like 5 more Adobes because like I've got unlimited storage now. Look at all these hard
Little
drives on my
fucking bricks
desktop.
everywhere. Oh, God. It's really simple. When you're done with something, get rid of it. Just pick up after
It's
yourself.
the picture that's the problem.
It's not that hard. It's a fucking picture.
But it looks like a hard drive. And
But
so
it's
when-
not.
So
You're
when I
not
was
dumb. You know what it is and isn't.
No, I
not
didn't.
when I'm brand new to Mac. When
Yeah.
I was deleting it, I was like, "Am I uninstalling this if I put it in the
Yeah.
trash?"
Yeah. So did I.
Install it because you're getting rid of it.
I totally thought I
No,
was
it's
like,
the installer that I'm deleting.
yeah, you delete the installer.
So you
Yeah,
download the
you-
installer, it pops
yeah.
up on your
Right.
screen,
Uh-huh.
and then you install it, but it stays there and it looks like a hard drive.
Yep.
And so I thought, well, it's installed. Do I have to leave this here?
No,
from
you
now
get rid
on?
of it.
Yeah, I did.
And then-
I opened up a random file and hid it there. I was just like, I don't want to see this anymore. Like, there's no space on this hard
Because then
drive.
It just says like Adobe Photoshop, and if I drag that thing that looks like a hard drive, like it's installed on my hard drive, and I'm dragging this
Do you
into
want
the
to
trash.
know why this happens this way? Do you want to know what the reasoning was behind
Please
this?
tell me.
Set it straight,
Tell me it's the
'cause
devil. I know it's the
not
devil.
The devil. It's smart. It's good.
It is.
It's incredibly
It is.
simple if you just like if you
It's
just adjust
scary,
your
but-
thinking a little bit.
Here's the programmable thought behind it. The guy that was developing all this, this is what they came up with. It used to be you put an optical disc, whether it was a CD or a DVD, in your computer to install shit. You're no longer doing that anymore. You're downloading programs to install them on your drive, from the hard drive that was physically installed in the computer before you bought it. So, how do we differentiate the two? Oh, well, since they're installing from the hard drive, we'll give it the icon of the hard drive. That way they'll know it's been mounted like it was a CD or DVD. But you
terrible-
can actually
terrible decision.
unmount
No,
it.
Terrible
that's like
decision.
going to the gas station and where you do the fuel, there's a picture of an engine. You're just like, I'm going to put engine in my engine. This doesn't make any fucking
No,
sense.
it's telling you
Yeah,
it's
it
telling
should-
you it goes in the engine.
It should just be a box. Like
It is a box.
no, when you go and download iTunes, it's a box with the iTunes logo over it, like a box of contents that I'm going to click on and unpack the contents onto my computer.
Yeah.
We're arguing about a picture is all it is.
It's not
The picture
look,
being misleading as
not
far
that
as what
hard.
you
It's
can
not
and
that
can't
hard.
do
Yeah.
with stuff.
So then it's terrifying to delete it, and I think, oh, am I deleting Logic now?
No, you're not because it's already installed.
Well, I figured that now after one
it's
time.
It's because you've been using a PC for so long. You're used to
Yeah,
doing
because
it.
PC makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Did
if,
you
like,
hear
I had-
Jeff's rant?
I
It
had,
doesn't make any sense
I
at
got
all.
this.
Terrible
I got,
file
I
management.
got
That's
this
his problem.
CD drive, right? And then I go in and I install like Modern Warfare, and it goes Drive D. What? Where the fuck did D drive come from? D drive Modern Warfare. What the fuck? Like, open my computer? No, there's still only one drive in there. What the fuck is going on?
Magically teleported.
Wait,
so
should I
weird.
just delete
weird.
this drive? Like,
You're all texting
why?
people like,
I
do you guys
did
have a
it.
D drive?
Why is this a drive here now? This doesn't make any sense.
Chad, your industry's fucked, man. Look what
I'll
it's
tell
doing
you.
to us. Look what it's doing to us.
It scarred me when I was
It's
14.
called job security.
This is what you have to
No,
deal with
This is
on a
why
daily
When I was-
basis.
yeah, we do this on purpose.
When I was like 14, I remember I went into like Circuit City, and they had Macs.
Oh, that's
you know,
That's old school.
they had
throwback.
Macs.
Yeah.
When they look like little televisions.
Yeah,
You know?
the
Bubble Mac.
the iMac with the colored sides.
Yeah.
And I remember like I had built my own PCs. I had even like, I pieced all the shit together, put my own stuff on there. I was, thought I was the king of hacking. I was on Napster, fucking downloading shit.
LimeWire.
Yeah, like no,
I was
LimeWire.
pre-LimeWire.
Yeah,
Oh,
It was
okay.
Napster was number one.
Napster and Rhapsody came along.
So then I was like, oh man, what's this computer? Like I see this like Mac as I walk in through the front of Circuit City, and then I look at the mouse and I'm like, what the fuck? This thing looks like a fucking egg. And I'm like, where's the button? Like, how do you click something? And someone's like, oh, it's just one button. And I was like,
How do you right click?
no,
no right click.
fucking way.
There's no
and
right
then
click.
I went to go down to the start menu, and I was like, and there's no start menu.
It's up in the other
There's
corner.
one button, and there's no start menu. And then like I was like, okay, so let me go scroll to the top here, and it says, oh, here's all my stuff. Cool. Well, let me open up this program. I want to go back out of this. Let me go back. Oh my God, all these start buttons, they've all changed. They're all... Where did the original shit go? I swear to God, like 5 minutes ago, I clicked on this thing. It was a whole host of other options. What the fuck is going on?
It's so
How
true.
do I get back?
So true.
How do I get back to this? Like, I don't understand. I'm trapped in this fucking thing.
So true.
The options aren't here anymore. And then, like, you click, like, I'm clicking on the desktop, and then I'm like, wait a minute. I go back up to file,
and it's all
they're all changed again.
No, it's
what's
good.
happened?
It's good.
This computer makes no sense. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm going to go buy a fucking DVD player right now. I'm going to go get some more RAM for my computer. And I'm going to hold it at night. And I'm going to go, sweet baby RAM. I love you. I understand you. We were meant to be together.
Oh, dude. No,
I am 100% with you.
No.
And I never went near a Mac for 20 years, dude. For 20 fucking years.
Fuck, I think I just got a hemorrhoid from dealing and listening to this.
I remember I went to a brand new school,
So
and they had a
It's so
computer
true.
lab. They had a computer lab, and I was like, yeah, I'd like to go take a computer lab class in middle school. And then I opened the class and I saw all Macs. I was like, no! Just ran back to the counter. Like, I don't want to take computer lab.
It just scared you, man. That's all it is. It's
man.
so easy. It makes so much sense. It's
Everything you described, I've done the same exact thing.
I think, like, if you go from PC to Mac, like, everything just seems so fucking ass backwards.
Still, even now, like, I'll have iTunes up, and on PC, if I press X on iTunes, it's closed. On Mac, press X on iTunes, no, it's
Yeah.
not closed. It's hiding.
yeah, it's something.
It's hiding. It's still playing. I'm
Playing
like,
in the background.
God damn it! I have to open it again and
Yeah.
click on the bottom and tell it to
You
close.
just go up to the top and quit.
Are you kidding? Dude,
That's multiple steps on a
Or
PC.
you could
it's
just do like
one
Command Option
click.
Q and you're out. Isn't that what it is? Command Q,
I think
Option
so.
Q.
Have you ever accidentally closed something when you didn't want to on a Mac?
on a Mac.
Yeah. No, because it's a safeguard to keep people.
Yeah, because I have to take 5 steps to actually close something.
Yeah, but you'll never lose a file.
literally,
on accident, unless it
Josh
crashes.
showed me, like, he's like, just hit Control Spacebar.
Yeah,
And you get a little search thing.
keyboard shortcuts.
And that's it. So if I can't remember it, it doesn't exist. Like, I'm serious. If I can't remember what the thing is that I need to look up, it's gone forever. I'll tell you too. Like, I had, PCs and the MP3 players. When they started to like come out and be popular, I was like, oh, I should get me one of those iPods. Get an iPod, and I spent 3 years trying to figure out how to get fucking music on and off the goddamn iPod through iTunes. Like, why won't this drag and drop? Please, why won't this drag and drop? Like, then I'd go to the bathroom, cut myself for a little while, then come back into the fucking room and just try to drag and drop again for another 30 minutes. Like, why isn't this working? Like, I could, and then one time I figured out, I was like, oh, I gotta hit this button that says like, I don't know, shore it all up or something. What's the button that like, sync?
Yeah,
The goddamn sync button.
yeah.
I was like, I don't know what the sync button does, but I'm gonna press it. And then I was like, oh fuck yeah, I just got like 20 songs on here. Awesome. Yeah. Never had any more than those 20 songs on there. Like, that was it. That was the
20.
extent of the fucking MP3 player, because I could never figure out how the sync feature fucking worked. It made no sense to me at all.
That's where you lose me. The iTunes, up until the latest iTunes, have been really pretty easy.
Yeah.
I still can't figure out how to get movies on and off my fucking iPad.
Just drag and drop it over there, sync it up.
It doesn't work for me. I drag and drop, unplug. It's not on there.
I'm sorry. It's just like, I love Macs. They're fucking beautiful.
I like Macs too. I like both. I use, well, obviously we're using Mac right now, but
Yeah.
I use both about equally.
Yeah.
They're both good and bad for different things.
What do you think, Chad? You're the resident expert in all this. You okay over there?
But he's got a 3+1 phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
So
He's a terrorist.
yeah.
He's not using anything that anybody else is using.
No.
Are you gonna?
Totally in a different world.
Oh.
I mean, I have Windows. I have Mac OS X. I have differing flavors of Linux. I have Windows Server. There's all kinds of stuff.
Oh, if you really want to get crazy, have you used Linux?
Yeah, that seems straightforward. I
Oh,
actually was
now-
able to
yeah,
put Tails.
Today's Linux? Nah. I'm talking about like Slackware, where you actually
Yeah.
downloaded the folders,
Yeah.
and each folder was 1.44 meg, so you could put it on a floppy and just load that, what you wanted in there.
Nah, I only have to
walk
do
up with,
like a
30 or
boot from a
40 floppies
USB.
at once.
Then I go on the dark
I haven't
web.
used Linux in forever, but like 10 years ago, I thought, well, I'm done with PC. I'm going to try Linux. Hell no. Way more confusing.
Isn't it like you can just tweak it as you need? Like you basically have to know how to code in order to use it.
Well, you don't have to.
You
No.
don't have to.
No,
but
you can like. I feel like Linux has gotten to the point where it's kind of like walking into a junkyard, and you're just like, "Oh, this app or feature that somebody else wrote looks good," and then you can put that on your system.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, there's like just all these other programs that they'll write for whatever version of Linux that you're using, but God fucking help you if any of them need a fucking update. You know, or something, you know.
Actually, it's the other way around.
Any
Like,
patch.
usually there's like so much updating that needs to be done with Linux. It literally happens like multiple times a day. It's gotten worse than Microsoft or Apple do.
You know,
It's- 'cause
that's what I'm
there's so
saying.
much.
Like, if I have Apple, and suddenly there's an update and something's broken, well, then I just wait. You know, like,
Yeah.
within like 3 days, they'll push out some new update and they'll fix it. With Windows, if something breaks, I'm like, fuck, it's broken forever.
it's only going to get worse as they go on.
But at least there'll be like 1,000 people complaining about the same thing across the entire internet, and I'm just looking for one schmuck that's figured out a workaround or a solution, and then like I'll find it and I'm like, but then it's kind of like I know that there's still thousands of other people that need the solution, and somehow I figured it out, but I'm like, fuck them, I'm good. You know, like close that website and like, all right, my problem's
See,
fixed.
that one person who figures it out is the Linux guy who's just like, great. All these PC people are complaining. I guess I need to go do something. So he comes down from his lofty cloud on high and says, okay.
With his
here,
bugs.
Yeah, I fixed this for you. There you go. And he goes back up to Linux land and lives his life happily and doesn't have to deal with all this shit. That's it. That's what happens.
Except Linux land, you have to wait to get games later than everybody
Oh,
else.
no,
Is that true?
you go hardcore. You've been playing the same D&D campaign for 28 years. You don't give a fuck. You're like, fuck your WoW. I've been doing this way longer.
Yes,
I was talking about Rocket League. Rocket League
well.
finally came out for the Linux like a couple months ago.
It was
well,
bound to
that's
happen.
what sucks. Like if you playing Blizzard games on Mac is a nightmare because they don't really, you know, games seem to
I don't
come
play any games
secondary,
on my Mac.
and it's because they're not good at playing video games.
PC is for the video games.
Yeah,
For
my
sure.
Mac is straight a tool. I use it to make things. It's like it's an everything toolbox in one with the best tools. That's how I see it. I don't like gaming. I wouldn't even try to do gaming on a Mac. It just doesn't seem like it'd be the best thing. Like I feel like you can build a much better PC gaming computer for much cheaper than it would be to buying a Mac and trying to make one. It just seems like the better way. I don't know.
I just
I
don't
never
think
fucking
they're
do it.
just not writing the drivers or the softwares like for it. So
No. Yeah.
like when you try to play like Heroes of the Storm on the Mac, if, you know, even if you have like you have a $2,000 like Mac computer,
Yeah.
and you try to crank the graphics up, it's like a fucking
Well,
like
it's because
microwave.
you bought the entry level Mac at that point.
Right.
But it's-
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, but you know, it's like an
Seriously.
oven in the background, and like actually crashed my Mac. Like it would just turn off, and I'm not even playing like a hard. We're not playing
It's not
Crisis
intensive or
3
anything.
or anything. We're just playing like a cartoony looking.
Look at a Mac.
game.
I mean, the thing is, literally, how thick is a Mac nowadays? At its thickest point, a couple of inches, maybe.
I got an older one.
even.
Mine looks like looks like a TV.
Okay, yeah, it looks like an LCD TV.
All
But
I
yet
bought
there's
it for was fucking GarageBand. That's literally like all I bought it for.
Hmm.
And then I ended up pirating, a bunch of Adobe programs. but-
allegedly.
No, I did.
What are they going to do? Seriously, what are they going to do?
I have licensed
No
stuff
one
now,
listens to
so
this
it doesn't
podcast
matter.
anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Even if
Except for people in Italy.
the thing is
or
I have
Virginia.
licensed shit now, so it's in the past. It doesn't even matter. I've got my illegal shit on the Mac and my actual license stuff on my PC. But you're right. The PC stuff is just you can just buy bigger, better hardware for cheaper.
Yeah.
dude, the video card prices are plummeting.
Yeah, like it's now $200 is the common thing.
It's insane how fucking badass they're getting. I'm still glad I have the RX for the $199, but goddamn, the fucking Nvidia's cards are fucking dropping like rocks.
I've been thinking I wanted to buy. I've been watching that too, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll get a new one. But I only play a cartoon game where you drive a car around and hit a soccer ball, so I don't really need anything.
No, because what will happen is, like anything, is if you invested the money into it, then you'd be like, all right, I got to use this money. So where are some other, you'd get in a position where you're going to be on Steam, like looking for some games, and you're gonna play games that you don't even like just to push your graphics hardware, just to see like what it can do. You're like, oh fuck, I'm buying this game for $60 because everybody uses Crysis 3 as like the benchmark game, but nobody plays that game for fun. I never see anybody ever play that game for fun. It just looks fucking amazing. When people play shooters, you think of like people playing Halo or Counter-Strike or Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You never think Crysis doesn't like come up. It's almost like Far Cry. Like Far Cry was like this benchmark game for a while, but I don't know anybody who played it like, oh, this is my go-to, let me have fun game.
Yet they keep making more of them.
Yeah.
Like what is it, Far Cry 3, 4, 5? I don't know.
I feel like I feel like that genre is, because it's like, it is a multiplayer, but the game itself is like, how beautiful and fucking crazy good looking can we make this game? Isn't that like what you're pushing?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I played Far Cry 1. It was all right.
So I'm saying it's all right.
Yeah, it's more cool to look at.
It just looks fucking beautiful. It just looks absolutely fucking stunning. But that's not, like you said, as far as fun factor, fucking Rocket League looks like shit. It doesn't look like shit, but just comparatively, it just looks like a cartoon, but it's stupid amounts of fun.
Yep.
It's like unbelievably fucking fun. What was that game cost? Like $10 or $5 or something?
I bought it for $10. Yeah.
$10.
Best $10 I've ever spent.
I think that's studios. Like, it's hard to hit that.
Have you
middle
played
ground.
Rocket League, Chad?
Yeah.
It's
I just don't. I don't know. Just the one thing that gets me. I'm going to say this, and man, I'm going to catch it. I know I'm going to catch it. Sports games. I don't get the fascination with sports games.
Oh, me either. I hate sports games.
Fucking can't stand it.
I agree. I like sports games, but I don't like to play sports games alone. Same thing with Rocket League. I don't like to play Rocket League alone, but I have a bunch of friends who play, and that's what makes it fun.
Yep.
Because we'll get on TeamSpeak and talk like people I haven't seen in like a year or two, but it's like we're on the phone playing Rocket League.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I used to love to play FIFA or Madden, but it's boring to play by yourself or play against someone online.
I guess I just don't like people enough. I don't know.
I think that's
I mean, really, no, I don't. I don't want to play with other people. That's why I quit playing Warcraft, and it never got me, because it gets to a point where you have to do stuff with other people, and then somebody does something stupid, and you feel like shit about it, and it's just on and on and on, and you hate it. Then you do something stupid, and you feel like shit about it. No, I'd rather just not and just play the game and enjoy it myself, and that be the end of it. Plus, I don't like being cussed out in different languages. That's usually what happens.
That's
now.
why I only would play with people I know.
That's fair enough, but
yeah, I don't like playing with random people. It's boring too.
Am I the only one that plays like games on their phone? Like, do you guys download apps? Because the only games that I play are from the App Store. That's it. I don't own a system. I don't play them on.
I think I just threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, it's the only thing I've ever played on my phone.
Like,
I've done. I did Angry Birds and Flappy, whatever it was, for a
Flappy
bit.
Bird?
No, I like the indie games,
Bedazzled?
the little indie
Jewels?
games. No, not like those. I
Candy
like
Crush?
No, fuck you, dude.
Farmville?
Farmville, that's what you play.
Drug Wars?
You guys are so elitist.
Mafia?
Go
Are
eat
you doing
dicks.
the Mafia?
Go eat dicks, all of you.
I'm just
Bubble Bop?
Look, I
Bubble
don't play
Bop?
games on my phone at all. I really don't. No,
Really?
yeah.
I'm the only person who does that. You
Yeah.
guys are like
What
hardcore
game do you
gamers.
play?
Here, let me find out right now. Well, a good indie game that I liked was Bastion for a while, and then they came out with Transistor, Lumos City, Prune, Broken Age, and something Origins. It's like a tower defense game. Yeah, I like playing like a game for like 10 to 15, half an hour at the most, and then being done with it. I don't like sitting down for like 4 or 5 hours in a row. And I can't do that anymore.
I did.
No more Pokemon
has nothing
Go?
to do with phones, but I did download that new Batman game that came out. It's more of like a movie. You watch it and you select what your person's
Yeah.
gonna say, and it changes the whole story.
Yeah.
You really don't have to. There's not much action when stuff is
Yeah.
happening. Like you press X, press Y. It's
Yeah,
more
or
like
you reach
Final
for
Fantasy.
something.
it's more like a movie that you're watching, and occasionally you'll press
Kind of a
buttons
choose
to
your own
fight.
story type of game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why I like those better because like it's and it feels like they're more indie related because games like that can be made by like 1, 2, 3 people instead of having to get an entire fucking studio together to keep it going. Like a lot of them are made by just a couple people in a basement and they crank out these beautiful fucking games. Maybe that's why I like them because they're more visual and like they're more flat dimensional. Like 3D games where you have to like run through things. I'm more of a side scroller type person. So maybe that's why.
I like them all. I like watching PewDiePie because he does all his shit like post. So like he records himself. You guys all have watched.
I know of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
Seen a couple of his videos.
Yeah, and playing the zombie games were funny.
Yeah, it's literally he just goes into like a little studio, films himself talking to himself playing games,
Yeah.
and then goes probably into Adobe Premiere and just cuts out like the boring shit, gets a couple of like funny things. But the thing is like I'll watch him play some indie games, like wow, that game looks really awesome. But then I feel satisfied, like having watched him play the game, and I'm like, no, okay, I got it. Like I got the game. It's good enough. The same like a Batman game. I might watch somebody on Twitch for 20 or 30 minutes. Like whenever a game's new, I just go on there and I watch it, and I there's no commercials, so I'm into it. It's like being in the room like with them, like watching it.
A movie.
Yeah, it's like watching the movie, and then I'm satisfied. Like I don't need to do that. But if I see like Call of Duty or whatever, like I already know the concept. I just want to see like
The gameplay.
I want to see the person like wreck shit.
Okay.
I want to see like the guy be like God mode, but not cheating. I want to see like the guy who's Neo in the Matrix,
Who's skilled
and he's like, yeah, his name's
360 no-scope.
like fucking I don't know, Fangtooth 69, and he's like he's like 37 years old and he's been playing first person Twitch like games his whole fucking life.
Yeah.
And you're just watching him just fucking wreck people. Like that to me, that will like make me pumped up and be like, oh, I fucking roll this dude. Like, let me get this game and fucking like work up my first person shooter skills and get warmed up. And I'll get like right now I'm in school. I cannot play video games.
Yeah.
Because once I step foot in there, it's like
You get absorbed
go
into
right
it.
down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
See,
that's
this is
the
me
thing.
being old. I can't stand watching other people play.
I'll
Yeah,
dive.
I was about to comment on that. Like that's a thing now. Is a lot of channels are just people playing a game and commenting on it, and they're like some of the biggest ones on YouTube.
What about little kids love watching like the unboxing channels
I don't
on
fucking-
YouTube?
I don't get it. Like
Like
the eggs.
unboxing of toys and stuff.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it, dude. And that's
I
a
don't get
whole
it. I
genre.
don't get it either.
Unboxing things. That's a fucking.
Yeah,
I don't,
we're too old now.
Yeah.
Now we're really
Oh,
old that
man.
we don't understand the younger generation.
I don't get it.
If you've ever had to unbox and rebox something, I can appreciate watching them take something out of a box and leaving it. But yeah, like when I worked at Sears, we had to do that constantly. Man, I fucking hate Sony for that shit.
Yeah.
Because we put stuff on display and keep the boxes, and if somebody bought the display, we'd have to box it back up for them. And like we used to make jokes like, man, they must teach people, like there must be degrees for this. Yeah, it's called logistics, motherfucker, and you can get a master's in it.
Okay, but see, you're getting something out of it, so
Right,
that way.
right.
But like, people are just watching this just to watch.
I don't want to see somebody unbox their fucking Funko doll.
But
You
there's
know, that's-
people who, but like that's a
That's
thing.
what people want.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
just
even
watch,
know that.
they just
That's
watch,
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like just people opening up.
I got the
Spark
new WWF fucking super guy in plastic, and I'm just gonna.
and unbox
gonna
it,
open
and
this
look
shit.
at it, and
People-
show it to you. And
Lots of people watch.
Oh, I
It's
heard on this
crazy.
show, No Agenda, where this guy had flown across the country, had purchased some sort of actual WWE character
Yeah.
that was like plastic, all in the fucking original packaging.
Sure.
In the original fucking packaging. And he flew, back home. And the fucking TSA like stabbed into it to like test it for fucking drugs and fucking mangled the box all up and shit. And it's like, this was a fucking collector's item.
That's
Like,
crazy.
what the
I
fuck?
mean,
Well, aren't they liable for that?
Nah, they never, who knows who did it? It's
You know
fucking
what's-
bullshit.
You know what's crazy about the unboxing is
You know how much
actually
stuff goes missing in the TSA?
Can only like iPads and shit all the time.
I know, like wine. Like when my parents flew back from Italy, they wanted to bring some wine. A couple of bottles just went missing.
Sucks.
You ever seen Orange Is the New Black?
Fuck no.
One of the chicks worked for the TSA, and that's what she would do. Is she would take shit all the time. That's all they did.
That's fucking so wrong. Yeah. That's so fucking wrong. We're gonna force you to separate from your shit, and then behind the fucking scenes, we're gonna jerk off on all your shit. We're gonna fuck it. We're gonna rape it, and if we really like it, we're gonna take it home with us. And you can go fuck yourself when you find out halfway across the country that your shit's gone. Fuck that.
It sucks.
That would piss me off.
You know what sucks, I'm going to get back to the unboxing thing. It's actually fun to to make those videos because I did a Snapchat story with my my pressure cooker. It's fucking awesome, dude. I took selfies with that thing. It was dope.
Have you used it yet?
Dude, I use that thing every fucking day.
Really?
Best fucking
What do you use
thing.
it for?
For fucking cooking thing. It's a pressure cooker, slow cooker, rice cooker, and a steamer. So I can make all sorts of fucking...
Do you make rice? Is that what you're
No,
doing?
I meant like slow cooked chili and soup and fucking meatballs. There's
Wait,
a
you
whole
got a slow cooker or a pressure
It's
cooker?
a pressure cooker.
It's both.
Pressure cooker, slow cooker, rice cooker,
It
and
slices,
steamer
it
all in one.
dices.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
But half the fun was me
And
opening
for
it up
7
and
easy
showing
payments
it to
of
people.
$9.99.
We got the same one, like the Instapot one, right?
I don't know. I don't know what it's called.
Like it's got the insert that comes out and it's got the big panel.
Yeah,
in
and
front.
it's got a little yeah. That's half the fun of making those things is just showing. It's like kind of sharing it and showing it off to people. So maybe that's part of the whole unboxing thing. I don't know. I want to get to the root of that. It's fun.
I'll tell you what though, you need to put a tenderloin in there and do like a balsamic glaze. It's fucking no, she made it the other day in that thing. It's
Yeah,
fucking amazing.
Dude, gift recipes on Reddit. That's my new fucking go-to sub.
What is it?
Gift recipes or slow cooker.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
fucking,
gift recipes.
Dude, love that fucking.
Oh,
sub.
yeah, because that's all I need to know. Like, I don't
just
need...
quick.
Just show me you should be able to explain the recipe to me in 15 seconds or less. Because I don't need to see it sizzle.
Yeah.
No.
I don't need you to talk to it. Just chop it up, put it in. Do this, do that, cook, look, done. Should all be, gift form, 100%.
Let's wrap this up.
Fuck you, everybody.
Watch me blow heads up. Fuck you. Boom, headshot.
Yeah, if you're on Mac, just stay there. If you're on PC,
Talk
just
to me.
stay
We'll
there.
be cool. We'll be cool.
Don't be afraid to delete.
Don't
the hard
cross.
drive.
Don't cross. Just stay in your separate sides.
Segregate.
Yes.
Be okay.
Just don't even talk to people who are using the other systems. You know, just draw a line down your city.
You do you, honey. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Check us out on social media if you want to shout at us. We are at Covalence Cast on Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Not Instagram.
And .com.
Yeah, just look it up.
Yeah.
Covalence Cast. See ya.